I'm here with Steve Curtis. He is the Director of Food and Beverage here at Eagle Ridge Resort and Spa, and we've got a wonderful spread out in front of us that looks absolutely delicious, but I see this cocktail. I'm a big Bloody Mary guy. Tell me what you have in your Bloody Mary. What's making it so special? Because it's looking like it's pretty full here.
Picked a great place to start with the cocktail. That's our Clubhouse Bloody Mary. It's made with Tito's vodka, our signature Bloody Mary spice mix. And then we top it with all the garnishes you see there, and then a little splash of Guinness on top to give it some flavor.
Yeah, just a little bit of, I'm getting that.
Yep.
And I love, this, you got it lined really well with what do we got here?
We got some sriracha sauce to use as the binding agent, and then a little bit of celery salt along the rim.
That's great. Wonderful flavors. It's got a wonderful celery. It's not spicy, but I'm guessing you also do a pretty spicy version as well.
We do. We'll gear it up as hot as they want to go.
This is, it's got a great flavor. It just doesn't have that, I like a little kick, but that's me.
Yeah.
And of course, I could always ask to have that spiced up. And wonderful garnish. You're not going too heavy on the garnish. You're letting the cocktail do the talking for you. Absolutely. And that's wonderful. And having you're out here, we're out at the General, the Highlands Restaurant here, and you're right off the course, so of course, you got to have a good-looking Bloody Mary. Yep,
we get a lot of golfers who like to come in before their round. Sunday morning, want to have a quick cocktail. That's a great way to start. They'll come in, have a couple Bloody Marys, enjoy the view from the deck, see where they're going to go out and do their work, and head on out and tee off.
Yeah, that's great. So Highlands Restaurant, you guys revamped this quite a bit in the past year or so?
Yeah, we did a major renovation. It went through the winter and even through the stay-at-home order with the pandemic. We were working away in what fashion we could. Major renovation, redid the entire dining room area, put on a great deck addition. We have a lot of outdoor seating available, which is wonderful this time. And then we completely redid the bar area, added some seats, and even put in some garage doors to get some fresh air.
It's a lovely spot, and it looks incredible, especially with this giant bay window, and being out, looking out over the course is wonderful. So this is a monster. This is a beast.
Yeah, it's kind of lurking in between us here.
Yeah, it is. What is this? Obviously it's a pretzel, but tell me a little about what's going on here.
That's our Bavarian pretzel, and we've actually had that for a few years. We originally started it on our Oktoberfest menu, but it was so popular that we decided to put it on year-round. Great big Bavarian style pretzel. You see the beer halls in Munich, you think about these great big pretzels and these great big beers. We like to do that as well. It's a great presentation. People love it. We've got a couple nice sauces there. The Dusseldorf mustard, obviously a German mustard, but then also we have a Route 20 Brewing Company IPA Gouda Bechamel. Say that 3 times fast. What we partnered with is one of the local breweries that just started this year, Route 20 Brewing Company in Elizabeth, Illinois, and they provide us with an IPA that we incorporate into that sauce. So you'll get that when you're tasting that. There should be just a little hot flavor incorporated into the sauce. It's
a wonderful cheese sauce. It's got wonderful flavor, and you're right, that beer is kicking right through. Let me hop over here. So you got your mustard?
Yeah, we've got a little mustard as well to keep it true to the German style. And it's gonna open up your nasal passage a little bit. It's Dusseldorf mustard. It's pretty mellow, but it's got a great flavor as well. It contrasts with the smooth, creamy flavor of the cheese. It's got a little more spice to it, so you can counteract. Some people like one, some people like the other, some people like them both.
It's acidic, and jumping between the base of the cheese sauce and the acidity of the mustard, that's wonderful. And this bread, it's got a lovely, nice crust to it,
yeah.
But the inside is so soft,
yeah.
So moist. It is wonderful. That is meant to share.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one for everybody. What we do is we finish it in our 600-degree brick oven that we have, so it'll be nice and soft on the inside, but that outside gets crisp very quick. So we were able to produce them pretty quickly, and they have that nice dual texture going. It's wonderful.
That's wonderful, and the big grains of salt. I'm gonna park this guy over here,
yep.
And I'm gonna jump over here to this cocktail.
Yep.
We're served in a copper mug, so
yeah.
I want to say it's a Moscow Mule, but I'm seeing some cherries in there.
Yep.
What is this?
That's our cherry mule. We actually have a whole mule list here that the restaurant manager developed. It's got 10 different variations of mules, Moscow mules. That's our cherry mule. So you have some muddled cherries, some fresh squeezed lime juice with a little bit of Tito's vodka and some ginger beer. Very tasty, very refreshing, great summer drink for when the...
That is wonderful. It's very cherry limeade, what I'm getting out of
yep.
it. But that's a really wonderful flavor. It's a lovely cocktail. Now, tell me a little bit about, this isn't something, you're developing a whole mule cocktail list. Tell me a little bit about your menu development. How does that come about?
Sure. When we did the renovation, we realized we were going to have a great big restaurant here, and we wanted to bring as many local people into the restaurant as we could. So we brought a lot of local businesses into the mix. Blom Brothers Distillery, we talked about them. We've incorporated some of their bourbon into our recipes, which is wonderful, like our bourbon burnt ends. And then our wing sauce, we do a bourbon barbecue wing sauce that's featuring their bourbon. And then we also brought in, as I mentioned, Route 20 IPA from Route 20 Brewing Company in Elizabeth. And then we also work with Sholesburg Creamery, which is a creamery up just north of the border.
Just down the road.
Just down the road. And
wonderful place.
We're okay with going open to Wisconsin. We like to bring everybody into the mix. And then we also have Galena Canning Company, who does a couple sauces for us as well. They're in downtown Galena, and they do a great variety of sauces, and they provide us with a couple sauces for our ingredients as well.
That's great. Being able to incorporate local flavors into dishes, that's something I'm always looking for. I'm always also looking for freshness, and this is, a fresh tasting cocktail.
Oh,
just something about that cherry and lime combination that it just cuts right through, and it is cold and refreshing. I'm gonna take a big sip out of this, and then let's jump over here. What do we got?
And this is our bourbon burnt ends. This is a Kansas City barbecue inspired sandwich. So we take smoked brisket. We put it with our Blom Brothers bourbon barbecue sauce, and then we top it with a Sholesburg Creamery cheese. It's their black peppercorn bourbon barrel cheddar. Say that 3 times.
Wow.
It's a lot of bourbon in there. When you're going to try this, you're going to get some bourbon to it, and that's our goal. We wanted to have a nice bourbony flavor, but also that good barbecue flavor that you get with the Kansas City barbecue. I spent a lot of time down in Kansas, so it was kind of one of the things that we wanted to incorporate into the menu.
Tell you what, that bourbon is excellent. I'm getting that boozy note all the way through.
Good.
But it's delicious and it's smoky, and that cheese is just enough to pop in there.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is incredible.
Yep. We brand every bun, and we joke around with the new staff that we have to brand them as well when they start. But our goal is, the bourbon was big in that one, and we wanted to have a nice bourbony barbecue flavor, and it's been very well received.
Let's have one more cocktail.
Sure. Here. This is a transfusion, so you're going to need a transfusion here. That's Tito's vodka, grape juice with a splash of ginger ale. Another kind of crisp, refreshing drink for the after the round golfers who want to have a couple cocktails and maybe rehydrate a little bit. So you'll pick up the grape juice, you'll pick up the ginger ale, and just a little bit of lime in there as well. Yeah,
the grape juice, that's an interesting base. I don't know if I've had a lot of cocktails with a grape juice base. That's interesting.
It's not common, and we did it, and it's been one of our most popular drinks. It's definitely something most people haven't had.
That's interesting. Well, let's wrap this up. This is another honkin' meal that we got here. What do we got here?
That's our Cabernet braised pot roast. So we slow braise the pot roast, and we incorporate a little bit of red wine into it, and then it's served over the mashed potatoes with all the vegetables. Nice hearty dish for the fall approaching weather. Nice comfort food. It's our most popular entree. Fantastic, nice tender braised roast beef is our goal there.
Yeah, this is really excellent pot roast and really excellent bourbon sandwich as well. But do you have any other vegetarian options?
Yeah, very good question. We have a lot of people with vegetarian dietary requests, so we bring in a lot of different things that we do. One of the best things we do is we actually do a cauliflower steak.
A cauliflower steak?
A cauliflower steak.
What's all involved with that?
So we take a cross section of a whole head of cauliflower, and we season it, and then we sear it, and treat it almost exactly like it's a steak.
Interesting.
Yep, and it's incredibly popular.
Oh, I'm sure. That sounds, maybe I'll even try. I'm a big meat guy, but that's piqued my interest.
Absolutely. Every once in a while it's nice to switch it up and try something a little different.
Well, you have a wide variety of things to do out here at Eagle Ridge. You have a wonderful variety of food as well, and I've really enjoyed all of it. Thanks a lot for your time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.